Well, that's a way to start the video, folks. Yes. Yeah, I might even find yellow a bit, but probably because of the coffee stain or so. Yeah. But man, but they're still intact though, my teeth are still intact. Yeah, folks, yes. Well, that's not what it's all about. Well, folks, yes. I know I had lost a few subs, and yes, and that's when I was talking about the state of our roads in New Zealand and telling that, hey, I'm not an engineer, I'm not a road surveyor or something, or employee of the transport, the Ministry of Transportation or something. I'm not on neither of those, folks. And I never had studied at university, but I had studied at Polytech. And I know I had underperformed at those subjects as well, because normally for a smart person, usually intelligent people usually underperform at those things though, because they know because their minds is not standardized. Yeah. My mind is not standardized on a free thinking person myself though, and yes, I know I lost a couple of subscribers because I didn't defend the car. Yeah. Because I was not pro car. Well, me, I'm neither pro or anti-car, neither. I'm pro-choice. Yes, I'm pro-choice people. I am for people who want to cycle, that's up to the people. I do see cyclists on the road, yes. Sometimes they get in the way. Yeah, I don't have a problem with cyclists. I don't have a problem with them only, but there are some cyclists that can be absolute jerks as well, some of them, but not all of them. If you're a cyclist, you probably are going to unsubscribe because I am pro-choice. I actually do defend the right of owning a car, defend the own one, yeah. If you want to own a car, that's up to you people, yes. It's up to you. But here in New Zealand, we are car dependent. And yes, I do own a car, yes, I do. Yeah, there's another nice coffee though, and I actually had a lady that actually did shout me one day, which I was kind of her. I wasn't actually expecting one, although I was happy to pay with my own money, which, yes, there are some generous people, yes, they are awesome, yeah. Yeah, folks, and yes, is New Zealand car dependent? Well, when I look around the country, it looks like we are car dependent, yes. And if you do live in a small town in that though, folks, if you do live in a small town, man, we don't really have any public transport or anything. And if you want to go anywhere, you have to own a car. And yeah, it does suck if you had to own one. You had to spend thousands of dollars to actually even to get anywhere or so. And yes, it does suck. And I wish there are alternative choices to transportation. And yes, I know people do cycle long distances as well, and yeah, I don't blame it. So it's their choice. Yeah, I'm fine with that. But having alternative transportation is what I'm for, yes. And yes, we see some cycleways being built in Auckland, yeah. Some cycleways, that's good to see that. And I know there are some people who are in the conspiracy movement or something though are saying that, oh, they're removing our car parking lots or so. Yeah. Well, people, we need to let we need to take back our powers and that, folks. We can't let the politicians decide and that. And for whatever happens in our area, it should be always up to us, not for the politicians. If we want to have changes in our neighbourhood, we should always have a meeting. If they're really up for the change or not, it should be up for the people. Because when there's going to be neighbourhood changes in that, like towards the street, roads, or like adding park, it should be like up for the people. And we can always like have a meeting if they really want it or so. Yeah, and I'm fine with that. Yeah, it should be up for the people, not for the politicians. And of course, people, they do want to bring in those 15 minutes or 20-minute zones or something, those 20-minute zones or 15-minute neighbourhoods or something. They really want to bring, according to the World Economic Forum, they are really anti-choice as well. So they can bring in the climate lockdowns. And I'm against that, people, I'm against that. I like the idea of having things in a walkable distance. Yeah, I like the idea. I am for walkability, people. Really am. And yes, people, I am for cycleways. Yes, I am. I am for having good, reliable public transport. Yes, but for those 15 minutes or 20-minute cities or so, no, because it is going to be based on your carbon credits. Yeah. Yeah, just had to squash the ant because they might get into my coffee. Although I do drink a mochaccino, I don't have sugar in those because it is sweet as it is. Yes, it's sweet as it is. Yeah, man, it's always good to see the ducks as well, and yeah, I might actually show it on my video again before at the end of the video. Well, folks, I think that's what I gotta say. And yeah, no, I see it in the park. I see contractors arriving. It might be like adding something to the playground. And I was actually told from an old friend of mine or so, and they might be adding a play set for the disabled kids and that, and which that's probably good to see. And yeah, and man, it's a lovely town where I'm at though, and it is a walkable town, and I really like it. I like to be able to walk into the park, and yeah, so you get good exercise. Walkability is actually good. I like it. Only time I will use my car if I'm going to travel somewhere far, yeah, or unless it's raining, because you gotta keep yourself dry. Yeah, I might have to invest in getting myself a raincoat, so or a good umbrella so I can walk in the rain but still be dry. Yes. Yeah, it's been the weather's been pretty bad in New Zealand. Probably in the last week we did have a flood hit where the Jimmy behind me. Right there, yeah, the flood water had got as high, almost as close to the top. Yeah, and you can see all the debris around the concrete and that, the debris, and that's how far the water has gotten. I'll probably show you that. Yep. You can see the debris. Oh no, I don't have my camera as far as I couldn't zoom in there, but because I always like to have on my face cam. Yeah. Yeah. It's lovely. Yeah, it's just to see how far it really has gotten. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, Auckland got hit hard. Yeah, man, you can really find those on YouTube though. The Auckland flood in New Zealand. Yeah, I heard around on the 28th or something. Yeah, 28th of January or something. Yeah, folks, it's bad. It's that bad. But well folks, we're just gonna move on and just repair the damage from the flood or so. And yeah, it's gonna cost quite a lot of money though folks. Yeah, try to keep it what you can and what you can afford only. Yeah, well, it's good to see another cyclist on the road. Yeah, I'm for it. That's fine. It's his choice. If he wants to ride it, I'm fine with that. Yeah. I am fine. People who want to cycle, yeah, I am pro-choice. Yeah. I know there are probably cyclists that do own a car, but they probably would only use it if they're going for a long distance drive or something. Yeah. And yeah, this morning I see children riding their bikes to school and that, and yeah, because their homes are not that far from school, yeah. Yes, and that's awesome because it means it just sort of brings more independence for the children as well. Yeah, walkability, it does bring more independence for the children. If they're like living so far home from like towns or parks and that though, and the only way they can get there is by car. Yeah, it just robs of the independence. Yeah, because car dependency robs of the dependence, robs anyone's of the dependency. Yeah, you actually just feel like you're actually in house arrest or something, or especially when you lose the license. If you do have a driver's license here in New Zealand, if you sort of like manage to get to 100 demerit points, yeah, demerit points. Like, does make a good YouTube video, like trying to get the words right. Oh gosh, yeah, demerit points, yeah. If you sort of reach 100 demerit points within like 2 years or so, you lose your driver's license for like at least 3 months or something. Depends what offences you committed. Yeah, so it does pretty much put you in a house because New Zealand is a car dependent society. You have to have an automobile to even get anywhere. If you probably live in a city and that, you're probably okay, yeah. But if you live like in a small town, yeah, that's another story. And yes, in New Zealand, wish we could change that we can like have alternative choices of transportation. Yes, New Zealand, we do need to. Our transportation here in New Zealand needs an overhaul, and we need to change our way how we get from A to B, and that's all I gotta say for now, folks. This is Matthew, the Millennial Kiwi. Although it's been like getting close to 15 minutes or so, that's probably getting a bit long, so I'm gonna say over and out, folks. That's all I gotta say. Thank you for watching. Like, comment and subscribe, and also share so we can get more people watching as well. The reason why I keep my video short, so you don't have to spend more time watching me, so you can get on with the other stuff that you gotta do. And that's all I gotta say for now. Bye bye, I'll see you again. Let's have a look at the ducks. Oh wow. It's a nice duck. Look like the tides are coming in. Well, look, you can see the ducks going over in the park here. Wow.